What's going on? It's your boy Sermon at Sermon's Domain on Twitter. Today I wanted to talk about an artist that I admire a whole lot, and unfortunately he never got to really see the solo success that I knew he could have, and that's Static Major. Today is the 8th anniversary of his death. He passed away back in 2008, and it's the saddest thing ever just because he was so talented, and he was on Lollipop, Lil Wayne's Lollipop at the time, and I really felt like if he didn't pass away, he was destined to be like a huge star. I know he already had a lot of success in the industry. If you don't know, he's an excellent songwriter. He's one of the writers that did Genuine's Pony. He did most of Aaliyah's final album in 2001, and he's done a lot of other material too. He's worked with Pleasure P a lot, on his solo stuff, on a little bit of Pretty Ricky stuff. So Static, man, he was so gifted, and like I was saying earlier, I felt like he was destined to be a bigger star because Lollipop was a such a huge single, and I couldn't imagine him being propelled any other way. I think he would have went on to have that solo success, and unfortunately, he didn't even get to see the success of Lollipop, and I just wanted to kind of do a video kind of highlighting him because a lot of people know about Static Major through Lollipop, but a lot of people don't know Static Major like as a solo artist. Now, when he passed away, there was literally maybe less than an album's worth of material from him out there. I think it was like Speed of Light. There was like For a Long Time, till the wheels fall off. There was like not that much material out there, and that's including like some guest features. I mean, he was featured on David Banner's Crank It Up, that hook. He did a record which would actually come out 2 years later with Twista titled "Gotta Get Me One," and obviously he was on the Wayne joint, and he had that Lil Wayne song himself. He had "I Got My," which was his record featuring Lil Wayne, and like I said, there wasn't too much out there at the time. And then a couple years after he passed, he did. Someone came out with a staticmajorismusic.com. It's now dysfunction. I guess. I guess the story is Static's widow didn't really approve of the blog, but the blog did a lot. It put out a lot of material that people would never have heard if it wasn't for that. And I think it was because the owner or the person that created it knew Static's best friend, and they kind of teamed up to put out some of this material, and I'm very thankful they did. It gave us records like Coffee in the Morning. It gave us records like Your Valentine, and there was a couple compilation projects. There was one compilation that was just solo material. There was another compilation of Playa material. If you know Playa, it's a group. They came out with one album in 1998, and they had the Cheers to You record, but they had an unreleased compilation that I thought was really cool because it I don't know. I just felt I was wondering like where all this material was coming from and like why it didn't get used. I know they had the beat to Alicia Keys' "You Don't Know My Name," and it wasn't. And maybe I don't know the full story, but I feel like maybe they had the beat before Alicia Keys because their version's not really. It doesn't sound like a remix. It sounds like an actual song that they created. So I don't know this whole story behind that, but I really just wanted to kind of highlight Static. I mean, some of my favorite records of his are Speed of Light, as I mentioned, Private Number, Coffee in the Morning, and I really like his version of Illusion. Obviously, it's just the original cover because Pleasure P ended up having the record on a solo album, but I feel like Static's voice is just that good to where I can listen to his demo version and really enjoy it. But like I said, I just wanted to kind of highlight Static as an artist. I want to urge anybody that's watching this to give Static Major's R&B material a chance. I'm going to include links to some of my favorite records in the description below, and you can search on YouTube Static Major, and there's a long list of songs. If I can, I will try to find the Player compilation that I mentioned, and there was another one that's of Aaliyah demos from that final album she had. like it's cool to hear Static doing like "We Need a Resolution" and "More Than a Woman," even though he's not a girl. But it's kind of cool just to hear like that thought process and all of that. Um, I think one of the reasons why I appreciate Static Major's music so much is because there's so little of it out there, and like most of it is amazing to me. So I think I appreciate it a lot more just because there's not a lot out there and there's no way to get more really. I think it would have been really good to see where Static would be in 2016 had he kept going, had he not passed away. But definitely check out some of Static Major's music. Check out, even listen to some of the songs he wrote. Go listen to Genuine's Pony. It's classic. You have to like that record. Go listen to it today in honor of Static Major. Long live Static Major. Thank him for the accomplishments that he made in R&B, in music in general, and for all the music that he made. A lot of the music that I was talking about. So, thank you for your time. I appreciate you for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Share the video. Follow me on Twitter @SermonsDomain. And until next time, peace.